The crisis continues as we see Europe falling deeper and deeper into its viral contagion. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. Let's look at Europe collapsing, what it all means. We'll begin with this article discussing Italy. Now, as we see what has happened in all of these different countries, particularly with Greece, they've tried to come up with all of these different schemes in order to prop the system up. Whether that is the central bank buying up bad debt, whether that is trying to rescue the banking system, we have seen it all. We've seen lowering of interest rates, we've seen panic, we've seen everything. Now, flip back into the pages of history and remember that Spain and Italy had to buy garbage debt of Greece. What was the point of that? Well, knowing that Italy, that Spain were both heavily indebted, look at the debt to GDP ratio, look at the unemployment levels, they're suffering. But yet at the same time, they put that ball and chain around them and forced them to take on additional debt. Where did that get them? All it did was put them into a worse situation. This is talking about an ETF which tracks Italy's index becoming one of the year's worst performing, losing a quarter of its value in 2016. Now, when you lose one quarter, if you're going to lose 25% of the value of any particular stock, of an index, you're looking at mass panic that occurs because 25 becomes 50 and so on. And that is a big thing. Of course, just a small percentage, and I'll discuss why, but think of the bigger picture here. And what we're looking at, the sector has gotten decimated, talking about the financials, because the Italian banks are effectively bankrupt. This should not surprise anybody. They were bankrupt a long time ago. They need to be, and this is the reason I have this article here, recapitalized. And that's really the core of the issue, whether the Italian banks can be recapitalized by the Italian government. So what they're suggesting is that the Italian government is going to have to bail them out. Who, as a matter of fact, will bail them out? Will it be the government? Probably not. Are they going to use taxpayer money? Or are they going to proceed with a bail-in? Think about how serious this issue is, where they could set the precedent for all of the other countries to, in fact, enact a bail-in. Keep your eyes on this. Let's look at the next article talking about Germany. Germany becomes the second G7 nation to have a 10-year bond with a negative yield. A negative yield. They're considered to be safe in this world of craziness, of upside down behavior and thought process, that they are giving a 10-year bond with a negative yield. You get less money on the way out. That's the thought with these so-called investments, that you're going to get less money 10 years from now than you put in, but yet that's still something that you should look into. Doesn't make an ounce of sense. Of course, it's barely negative, but the point is still made. A lot of people will say that there is no reason to panic. Shut up. Everything is just fine. Stop panicking. Look at the stock market and realize that everything is just fine. But I, for one, no matter how many people are against me in this, I, for one, will stand my ground on this because I have found no evidence to see the other side. I don't see the rainbows. I don't see all the flowers and all the coziness, okay? I see all of the hazards that are being put in front of us right here. Switzerland sells a 42-year bond with a negative yield. Italy and Portugal also sell bonds at low yields. So you look actually, as a matter of fact, where they have trillions of dollars being sold trillions in bonds being sold at a negative yield. Europe is falling apart in more ways than one. And this right here is going to happen. It's simply a matter of time. Last but not least, wanted to cover this. Basically what we see here in this article is talking about the revolving door. It's talking about the collusion in between big business and government. And on this board, which advises the Pentagon, which they really feel is important, the Pentagon, you have members from all of these different technology companies and others, which I'll go over very quickly. As you can see, Eric Schmidt from Google, Alphabet as they're called now, you can see that he's the executive chairman. You see Jeff Bezos from Amazon. You have others like the, the Instagram right here. As you see MIT right here. As you see University of Texas. You're looking at Harvard. You're looking at all these different companies, technologies. Google is in here as well. So we have this thought now. When you see a company like Google, like Facebook, like Twitter and Instagram and all the other social media and all the big corporations completely interconnected with the government, we have to figure what sort of information is being transacted in between the two. And the truth is that everything that flows through these companies, which is everything, all, even in here we had Harvard and we had Wharton School of Business, all of the education systems. By the time that you are born, everything about you is being tracked, it's being put in a database, and it is being used against us. If you found this video informative, please give me a thumbs up. Last but not least, if you found the video informative, I know you'll find my book, The Money GPS, even more informative. And if you want to look through the book, just head over to Amazon. They have a look inside feature, which will allow you to flip through the pages of the book and see if you like it. Take care. Now, for those who are still here, just wanted to let you know I'm still writing the book. It is coming along very smoothly, just cleaning up, just making sure everything is just fine and doing all well. I basically just minimal things left. I don't know how long it will take, but there's all of the core is done. All of the rough copy is in fact done. I'm just cleaning up. Need to just work on a simple title page. Work on a few other basics and put it up on Amazon for sale. So I hope you'll be interested in that. I've got many positive responses for interest in that. So I really do appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. And I just wanted to let you know, for those who are still here, that I'm planning on releasing an audiobook version of the Money GPS. I'm thinking about doing that. I want to know, are you interested in that at all? The reason I got that was from many of the subscribers asking me if there was an audiobook version and if I could do one. I was thinking if I just read the book out loud and separate the chapters, I think it would be fairly easy to do, and I can get that book up onto wherever they sell audiobooks other than Amazon. I could probably put it on multiple places wherever you're interested in. Just let me know your thoughts on that audiobook version of the Money GPS. Take care.